Yo guys, Pokemon Master 556 here, and I've got a PSA send off for you guys today. I do have some stuff I have purchased over the last month, some pretty cool cards. I know I've said this before, but I will be slowing down on the purchases and stuff like that. And the reason being is I actually live on my own in my house right now. Not looking to get any roommates. So, with that being said, money's going to be a little tight. Actually, very tight. Like talking about like having maybe $100 to $500 a month in spending money every month, which really sucks. I was accustomed to having a couple $1,000s a month in spending money, which is quite a bit. There's a pretty cool Raichu card, by the way. It's got this awesome stain on it. I'm hoping this comes back a 9. But yeah, money's definitely going to be a lot of bit tight around here, which does suck, but I've never lived on my own, so it'll be just a fun little experience, I guess, for now. So yeah, like I said, I'll be slowing down on cards a little bit, but I will still be, of course, a lot of these cards that you see here are either going to be for sale or personal collection cards, of course, so I will be able to pull money in for income, toward grading cards like these and selling cards, and really hopefully I can get some 10s that I can sell for a fair amount of money, just simply to kind of keep me going with grading my cards and getting all my goals all settled, because these goals aren't easy. And this this hobby has became so much more expensive over the last like 6 months, and finally getting the recognition that it deserves to have. And unfortunately, with the high prices right now, it's I mean, everything is, when you're buying raw cards, then selling them. I mean, I bought raw cards for mostly still the same price back then as I am now, and to be honest, and they're, for some strange reason, PSA 10s are like double, triple, quadruple their values. I mean, it's freaking nuts. Like a PSA 10 of this, I probably would have valued this last year at about like $500, $600, but I never would have sold it because I freaking love this card right here, and I actually believe this one's probably has a pretty decent shot at scoring a 10. There's literally like just the smallest spot right there, and that's like not even a nick on the card though, really. Then yeah, I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful card, and I don't recall there being any scratches in the hollow. I'm gonna check it over again, but yeah, um, if I get a 10 of this, I would love to keep it, but there's someone else out there that needs it more, and I could definitely use the cash to, buy maybe a PSA 10 item finder first edition from base, which is totally lame in comparison to this beauty, but I mean, I need it to complete my 103 card base set. Of course, 103 being the yellow and red cheeks Pikachu difference, so that's instead of it being 102 like it normally is for the complete set. I'm only missing 3 cards from that set for the time being. I'm missing the Charizard, Hitmonchan, and that item finder that I mentioned. And this is a pretty good looking card as well. Recall it has good centering. I don't recall seeing any scratches on it. Just for like the back, just to get some good references of what you think a PSA 10 card could very well look like. I mean, this one has a very small speck up there. And then the rest of the card is just pretty darn clean cut looking. Just a beautiful first edition Shining Magikarp. And we got this awesome card right here, and no symbol Vaporeon. I've never been able to even like grade any jungle card anything higher than a PSA 8. So it would be awesome to get a 10, especially of a card like this. No symbol error is just too dope. Freaking amazing cards. As you see here, I mean, it's a pretty good candidate for a PSA 10. I bought these for a fair price. Centering's a tad off, maybe left to right, but I think that it's still within that 60-40. And As for like the backs of cards, you guys, so many people always tell me that back of the card looks pretty off. I don't think that it'll get a 10. Well, guys, let me tell you what. The backs of cards, your ratios can be 75 to 25. 75% to 25%. That's a huge difference. That's near OC grade on the front of a card. I mean, not quite. That's probably about a PSA 8, maybe even a 7 if I recall. I only really know about, what keeps the card's guidelines as a PSA 10 before it drops down to a 9, which is anything below, I think, 60-40 will grade a 9 if it's worse than 60-40 on the front of the card. So got this awesome Typhlosion here. Pretty sure this bad boy's a gem. As you guys know, the backs of these cards are always pristine. If you ever get a card with a nick on it from Neo Genesis, I wouldn't even consider grading it a lot of the time. Unless it's a Lugia or something. I got this Dark Raichu. So Dark Raichu and Charizard, if I get those two in PSA 9 or better, which the Charizard may come back at 8.5 if I get a really crappy grader, but I'm hoping for it to come back a 9. I will have a complete 9-10 PSA set of that set of holos, which will be awesome. Got this awesome Umbreon right here. It's a reverse Sandstorm Umbreon. It looks pretty hopeful of a 10 from what I could remember. This will definitely be going in my personal collection if it grades that. I remember one of these selling for like $75 in PSA 10. I think it was the only one available on the market that sold from Master Trainer Red on eBay. Got this Dark Blastoise here, which could possibly grade a 10 as well, but the centering left to right is just a little bit off. And it's really hard to tell with these kind of cards because of this massive explosion of color and all this stuff. There's just so much going on. Maybe PSA will miss it because it's really not that far off from being able to grade a 10. The back of it's, well, I recall it looking flawless, and as you guys could see, that looks pretty flawless. Still working on grading my Neo Revelations cards, non-holos, of course. Trying to get a PSA 10 set of these as well, the non-holos. I'm not really working on the rares right now. Just trying to knock out some of the commons and uncommons. I have anywhere in between 10 to 20 each common and uncommon card for the set, so I mean, and then I got over 9 of each rare right now too. So got this awesome Electrode, Dark Slowbro. Sorry if I'm going over these slowly, guys. I just figured I'd make you guys aware of what will be going on this channel. I know that I don't pump out content like I used to, how it used to be at like every other day and stuff like that, but that's because everything is just getting so hard for me to find. It's hard to find raw cards. It's hard to find PSA 10 cards that I need for my sets to complete because it's just either the populations are low or no one wants to take them out of hiding for me to buy from them. It's jerks. Got this Raikou EX. This is a sweet card from EX Team Magma versus Team Aqua. Pretty sure this one will just grade a 9. In case you guys didn't see the last PSA return, I got a 10 of the Suicune, which is freaking awesome. It's only a pop 4 card. I'm almost tempted to try to sell it just to see what I could get. Challenge. Look at the artwork on this trainer card. It's got a Machamp, Hitmonlee, Arbok, Snorlax, Victory Bell, and a Muck on the cover of it. Pretty awesome card. And every single time I get one of these cards, it's got major, like for some reason it's got this weird pack wear on the back of it where it's got like wear on all 4 corners and it's really nasty looking. So I've never graded one a 9. I've never even tried to grade one. But I found one and it totally looks like a gem from, well, at least on the back. Scratches are so hard to find on some of these cards just because of the holo effect. It's just very, very difficult at times. Otherwise, sometimes they stand out like a sore thumb. You really just got to hold them in the right light, which is not always easy to do with these cards. So it's beautiful Pikachu. These things sell for like $30 raw in a mint condition. So Pikachu's definitely popping. Got this beautiful Seadra. Had this in PSA 10 at one point. It's an awesome card. And I have one of these in 10, so hopefully I get another 10 of this so I can sell that puppy. Got this beautiful Ammonite. Really, I really like the fossil artworks and the jungle artworks, and maybe one day I will have a 100 or a 151 set to put up on the wall of a bunch of PSA 10s, and I'll probably use those reverses instead of non-hollows for where I can to fill up the wall. But who knows when that'll ever be. I mean, I'm nowhere near close to 151 PSA 10s of, you know, one of each Pokemon, so kind of hard to say when that'll ever be, if ever. I guess if I go after the jungle set and the fossil set, which I likely won't, I guess that would allow me to do that. But with all the sets that I go after, I probably could, you know, with these types of cards back here, would probably help me put together a set like that. Would look pretty crazy, pretty versatile. Last card here is just a CP6 Charizard. I think I pulled 5 of these out of the 6 boxes I opened, so I was pretty happy with that. I was about to say, I thought that was a fat nick on the back. Some of them, for some reason, had scratches, or like smudging on some of the hollows on them, like in the pattern. I don't know, maybe they'd still grade 10s, I don't know. PSA's hit and miss sometimes, as is with any company, would overlook something, but you know. Anyways, guys, that's my update, and that's my PSA send-off for the month of January. I think today is like the 6th or something like that. This video will probably get updated or sent out on here onto YouTube probably in like a week. But anyways, guys, stay tuned. Stay focused on them good Pokemon cards, man. Get some good buys and have some fun. Peace.